Hey guys, it's Abhimanyuxx, and today I have for you 16th part of our series MOAB with every gun. However, this is also a 4th part of series how to get a MOAB, where I try to give you tips how you can also increase your skills, and you know how you will also it will be easier for you to get a MOAB. And I will say just a couple of things about this game. It is a ACR MOAB. The end score of this game is 52-2, and after I get a MOAB I actually switched to MP7 class because I tried to get a double MOAB, and again it is a double MOAB fail. And when I got this game I actually wasn't pissed at all, because the second time when I thought I died on a 14 streak. However, now that I was recording this game, I counted the kills and I actually died on a 19 streak. I don't know how I could miss for so much. I could easily play a little bit more defensive, probably get a double MOAB, but you know, however, what has happened has happened. There's nothing I can do about it anymore. This gun ACR is, yeah, I don't know, likely. I always thought it is the best assault rifle in the game. However, lately I'm not really sure. I think the G3 can is maybe just as good as this gun. But like I said, you know, this is gonna be a video about tips, so let's get into the tips. Like I said in the last video, next two videos will be about setup. You ask me a lot of questions. Almost every single video I get one question, either on the forum or in the comments, or you know, how do you set up your class? What are your perks, what are your attachments and stuff like that. And the next two parts of how to get in more will be dedicated towards creating your class, making a setup. And today basically I wanna talk almost only about hardline and how to use hardline with specialist. Now I had planned this series for the first 5th part in advanced, and you know, I always knew how the first 5 parts will look, what I will talk about in the first 5 parts, and I always had planned to talk about the hardline as a 4th part. However, I'm pretty sure all of you know who Woody's Gamer Tag is, and he also did I think about a week ago he did a video on the same topic, so I will give you a link to that video in the description. Actually he did 2 videos, because after the first video some of his subscribers didn't seem to be satisfied or didn't understand the topic or whatever, so he did 2 videos, and you know, the link to the first video will be in the description, and then there will be the link also to the second video. And I will still summarize the things he said, so if you don't want to go there and watch that video, you will get all the information you need about that here. However, there were a couple of points he missed. There are a couple of benefits with using hardline that he actually didn't mention, so I will more focus on that. And the first thing is that the general misconception in YouTube community about the hardline is that if you start with a hardline with a specialist, you get your first perk 1 kill earlier. However, the problem with that is that actually if you're playing specialist, hardline doesn't do anything for you. Okay, hardline pro, you get 2 assists. For every 2 assists you get 1 kill. However, like I went and checked my stats, I get for every 7 to 8 kills I get 1 assist, which means usually after every 16 kills with a hardline pro I will get 1 kill. However, you know, with this specialist bonus you already get all the perks, which means also hardline pro, so the pro version of hardline will not do much for you. So in reality, if you start with a hardline, it's the same as if you were starting with only 2 perks, which means that in reality, if you're using hardline, you actually get the 3rd perk 1 kill later, not 1 kill earlier. And also the title of Woody's video was like hardline is bad for yours, something like that. I don't really remember. And the next thing is that even though maybe starting from this point of view and only for this point of view, like I said, I will give you at the end some benefits that hardline actually has if you start with hardline. And actually I very often start with a hardline, but like I said, there are a couple of the benefits that I will talk about later. But the second point he was talking about, that the only way that hardline actually might be worth using is as the last specialist perk. because then what it means, you sacrifice one perk, because at the 6th kill you could get your 6th perk, your 3rd specialist perk, or altogether your 6th perk. However, if you decide to use hardline, you will sacrifice that perk in order to get all your proficiencies and all your perks 1 kill earlier. I hope you can follow that. It means if you use hardline as your last specialist perk, you will sacrifice, you know, instead of hardline you could maybe use like marksman or whatever, and you could get one perk that actually benefits you. However, therefore you would get all the perks one kill later. And what he said is actually that, you know, this might be worth, but in whole reality he thinks it is still better not to use hardline, and this is the first part where I disagree. If I don't start with a hardline, I almost always will have a hardline as the last perk, last specialist perk, because, you know, when you get to the specialist bonus, that makes such a huge difference that, you know, sacrifice that one perk for 1 kill, you know, doesn't really it's not a big sacrifice. But now let's go to the thing that he missed. What he missed is that if you start with a hardline, yes, you sacrifice one perk. However, therefore, you can use, after the first kill, you can already have 2 perks from the same tier, which is without a hardline not possible, or you can get it only 1 kill later. And I will give you like 3 examples why I like to start very often with hardline. And the first thing is when I'm using SMGs. SMGs will, you know, deplete your ammo very fast, and therefore I like to start with scavenger. However, if I start with scavenger, I cannot reload fast, which doesn't suit my style because I like to rush. So I start with a hardline, and then after the first kill I can already have 2 perks from the same tier, which is the first tier, 2 blue perks, and I can start with scavenger, which will give me enough ammo, and after the first kill I will get sleight of hand and I will already be reloading very fast. Then the second example is assault rifles. When I play with assault rifles, I don't feel the need for ammo, because usually I don't have any problem with you know, having enough ammo. However, I am kind of this, I don't like the way you move. I feel like you're slow, so that's why I start with extreme conditioning very often. But because I still want to reload fast, I will have hardline, and after the first kill I will already have also the sleight of hand. Now after first kill I already have 2 blue perks, so I can sprint, and I can also reload fast. And the third example is when I'm playing like search and destroy or free for all, which are like sound whoring game types. I want to have my sound whoring capabilities to the maximum, so I will usually start with dead silence, and after the first kill, if I'm using hardline, I can also have C-Trap Pro, and this is what hardline does for you. You can, after the first kill, you can already have two perks from the same tier. And like I said, when I play sound whoring games, this is what I like to do. I like to start with the dead silence, and already after the first kill I'm already have C-Trap Pro, so I can sound whore to the maximum. And this is why I still very often start with a hardline. And yeah, this game this video was very fast to the end. Hope you understood what I'm talking about. Hope you liked the video, and hope to see you soon, guys.